You've got to bring back human rights into Zimbabwe. And it's small things. When you actually have in a country where your currency is your RTGS, which is actually money through the wires, when you shut down the internet, it actually means people cannot transact. That's actually a form of human rights abuse. It's not just the physical abuse of people. The other thing is government needs to go back to the drawing board and actually have a proper economic recovery plan. I had this debate at the World Economic Forum with the current Minister of Finance, who's a close friend of mine. I said, it's not just about the currency. It is about the economic situation. Fix the economy. The currency will actually follow suit. You need to demonstrate that you can get Zimbabwe to be a productive country. Push up the productivity. Push up its ability to earn foreign currency. And when you've got all of those things, it is actually easy to talk about currency reforms. When you actually don't have a currency of your own, when you do not have any productive capacity, you are always going to have money chasing very, very few goods. And there's only one thing that's actually going to happen to the currency. It's actually going to spiral out of control, whatever currency you have. But they also need to make sure that in this plan, they're very clear of the big milestones, very clear on consequence management. We actually saw it when in 35 years, Singapore was able to take itself out of being a developing country to a very developed country. How did they do it? They had very clear plans, they had KPIs. They brought the best people to run government. They were very serious about fighting corruption. These are some of the things that I believe Zimbabwe needs to do. You've got to build strong institutions. Today, I think the institutions in Zimbabwe are weak. I think once Zimbabwe starts realizing that the world does not need Zimbabwe, they'll get a wake-up call. And this is where I differ with you that other countries need to do something. Zimbabwe needs to do something for itself. The Zimbabwean problems were caused by Zimbabweans. In fact, you can actually trace this back to 1984 when the ruling party gave unfettered power to one Robert Gabriel Mugabe. And it's actually never changed. I mean, some of us actually gave up. That's when I decided I was going to leave the country, because some of us actually saw that in the 80s. So the world can carry on without Zimbabwe, and the world has actually been carrying on without Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe needs the world, not the other way around. I want to end off by saying that part of what Zimbabwe needs to realize is that for it to be rehabilitated and even get its own people that are in the diaspora, those people have got choices. So they've got to make Zimbabwe better than where those people are. We are not going today to get a nurse in the United Kingdom going back to Zimbabwe if she's not going to get a much better life. And as soon as government realizes that and they actually get on, for me, I really hope that they demonstrate to us that this revolution was not just a palace revolution. It was actually by people that cared for Zimbabwe.